In this video, I have this storage room that I need to secure. We have somebody who's stealing boxes out of it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this fix for about $30. So my initial thought was I should replace the doorknob with one that has a code on it, and then only the people with the code would have access, which would only be 1 or 2 people who I know are not stealing the packages. So I started with that idea, and then I ended up realizing, you know, it looks like people have tried to jimmy this before, and it just doesn't feel like the best option. So also those doorknobs are like $160. If I were to get one of the deadbolts, that's only like 40 bucks, but I don't want to deal with carving it in, cutting and carving into the door frame. So what I came up with is I'm going to install this latch right here. It's just one of those 180-degree angled latches, and I'm going to have a combination master lock on here, so only certain people will have the code. I'm going to change it obviously, but this is how I'm going to do that to solve this problem. It's also very challenging to even move these screws because I put them in so tight. So with the angle, there's no way anyone's going to be able to back these screws out. Okay, I got all 3 screws into this latch plate. Next, what I'm going to do is take this lock off, and I'm going to go ahead and mount this onto the door. Now ideally you would mount this so that you could turn it, but in this case I can't, but it'll be just enough space still to put the lock through, so that'll be okay. So when putting on these type of latches, an important consideration to make, which is a mistake I've made in the past, is when you're putting it in, you may have the latching mechanism all the way to the left, for example. So let me show you. Let's say hypothetically I screwed it in and it ended up being like this. Well, it's so tight up against the left that you can't open this latch, so you have to back it all out and do it again because it wouldn't fit. So you want to make sure that you place it more in the center of this opening. That way you can have free mobility of the latching plate, like that. And to test it, I like to just put 1 screw in and close my latching plate on the mechanism, just to make sure I have the clearance that I'm going to need. Alternatively, something I could do is bend this plate so that it is more of a flush angle. That way you can still turn this as it goes all the way through. I'm not going to do that today because it's not needed for this project, but that's definitely something I've done in the past. All right, and here you go, project complete. It only cost about $25 or $30, and it only took about 5 or 10 minutes getting this in. But now this door is secured. Only the right employees will have access to this lock. I have not changed the code yet, as you can see, but I will after this video. I hope that was helpful for you, give you a good idea on how to secure a door for $30 or less and in 10 minutes or less.